Hey, what's up, folks? Welcome to another edition of Pro Wrestling Talk, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram, coming at you here on the U to the 2. So, I wanted to take a moment to do a impromptu video, doing a recap of the recent Stardom pay-per-view Cinderella Journey. Just finished watching that. And I also wanted to preview the upcoming Terminus 2 card that will be tomorrow as well. I'll be checking that out. So, wanted to go ahead and knock those out. Quite a bit has been going on throughout the week. But, yeah, looking forward to getting into a discussion about this. So, let's get started with Stardom. First thing, I wanted to mention a couple of things. First off, so Stardom has another rookie that's going to be debuting at New Blood #1 in March. This is a rookie by the name of Miyu Matsuda. Never heard of her before, but apparently she passed her protest recently, and she will debut at New Blood March 11th, and she wants to face, in her first match, Utami Hayashishita, former World of Stardom champion. Wow. Which she has accepted. And Rasi Ogawa, the man himself, is going to book it. And it not only is he booking it, but it's actually going to be the main event. So, her first match, New Blood #1, and she's going to be in the main event. Wow. Okay. Well, I hope it ends up being a great match. I mean, for her first match, and she's going to be in the main event of New Blood 1, and she's wrestling Utami? Wow. That's one heck of a debut match. That's one heck of a debut match. That's all I can say. We had our first showdown with between Donna Del Mundo and Prominence, which ended in a draw, as I thought. But these two factions have really been heating up as far as brawling with each other, and just a lot of animosity, just back and forth. And it's apparent that these two factions hate each other's guts. But it's going to be really weird to see what happens. Because, I mean, you got the interior struggle with Donna Del Mundo. Plus, they're dealing with Prominence as well. DDM's going to have their hands full for a while. It's going to get crazy. And I think it's going to get worse before it gets better for Donna Del Mundo. I'm just saying. I mean, I know they just acquired Mai Sakurai. They got 8 people now, but it's going to be crazy to see what happens with what goes on with Donna Del Mundo and this showdown with Prominence. So, yeah, it's crazy. And then, congratulations to Mai Hime Poi on another successful Artist of Stardom Trios Championship title defense. They were able to shut down Starlight Kid, Ruaka, and Rina. Had a decent challenge there, but not enough, as Mai Hime Poi rocking their special gear, doing their special entrance, and they were able to get the victory. Mai Hime Poi still looking strong as Artist of Stardom Trios champions. And like I said, I think they'll be champs for a while. And it wouldn't surprise me if they ended up breaking out into their own thing, like post Donna Del Mundo. Because, like I said, at some point, I think they're going to get split down the middle. That's what I think. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, wanted to get that out of the way. There was a situation where Oedo Tai attacked after the match. Kairi came to make the save. So, more and more into the storyline showdown. with Oedo Tai and Kairi building up more and more. So it's not only building up more and more, but Starlight Kid herself has challenged Kairi to a match, which I believe will be day 2 of the 2 March shows at the Ryogoku. So that's March 27th, I believe. So yeah, Kairi versus Starlight Kid. That should be good. That should be really good. So we know that Kairi will be so that in night 1, in the first day, she'll be teaming up with Mayu Iwatani to take on Tam Nakano and Unagi Sayaka. So that's the first day. So it's been confirmed that day 2 we're gonna get Kairi versus Starlight Kid singles match. So Kairi's making a big comeback, not only in tag team action, but in singles action. Hey, I love it. I won't complain. But that is really awesome. But on to Cinderella Journey that recently took place. I know it was early in the morning, but just a couple of hours ago, I was able to finally get a chance to watch this pay-per-view. But Cinderella Journey in Nagaoka, and I took some notes here. So started off with a 3-way match, triple threat match. It was Oedo Tai's Rina versus Cosmic Angels Waka Tsukiyama and Donna Del Mondo's Mai Sakurai. So this match was pretty. I felt like it was pretty well balanced, and of course, who does Waka go after right at the bell? Mai Sakurai, of course, who was a former Cosmic Angel, now Donna Del Mondo member, but goes after her first. I mean, she still has a lot of animosity towards Mai Sakurai for leaving Cosmic Angels and joining Donna Del Mondo. So it totally makes sense for her to go make a beeline straight for Mai Sakurai. But Rina pinned Waka after hitting a gory bomb. And then the match continued between Mai Sakurai and Waka Tsukiyama. And I have to say, there was a really cool spot where Waka hit like a straight jacket edge-o-matic on Mai Sakurai. I thought that was really cool. I was like, dang, maybe that should be her new finisher or something like that, because that was really cool the way she executed that. And I like Waka. I like Waka Tsukiyama. She's starting to wear on me, so I'm definitely starting to like her more and more. And I like her bubbly personality as well. But at the end of the match, Mai Sakurai was able to hit a front suplex and get the victory, get the pin over Waka Tsukiyama. So what this is leading to is that because Rina and Mai Sakurai got pins over Waka Tsukiyama, they both are going to get Future of Stardom Championship opportunities. So at the Ryogoku March shows, March 26th and 27th, Hanan is going to have to defend the title, or the Future of Stardom will be defended against Rina and Mai Sakurai. They haven't assigned which days they'll get yet, but both of those ladies are going to get Future of Stardom title shots, regardless of who's the champion at that time. So, definitely something to look forward to late in March. And then speaking of Future of Stardom Championship, we had the Future of Stardom Championship match as Hanan defended the title against her star stablemate, Momo Kogo. And I have to say, more and more, I'm definitely liking Momo Kogo. And actually, I really enjoyed this match between these two ladies. Definitely was back and forth, saw a lot of great things from both of these ladies. And Hanan's been improving, definitely shows that she deserves to be Future of Stardom champion, for sure. It was definitely back and forth, good match overall. But Hanan gets that backdrop driver to get the 1-2-3 to retain the Future Stardom Championship. Good match, though. Really good match. So, also got to give shout-outs to Rina and Mai Sakurai. It looked like Rina was supporting some new gear. At least, I think it was new gear, because it's not gear that I remember seeing before. But it reminded me of the same gear that Sarai wore once. I think it was in her match against... Her first match against Dakota Kai on NXT. Just, it was purple instead of that, like, maroon, reddish color. And then Mai Sakurai, who was usually wearing red, was wearing black. So, thought that was really cool. But anyway, shout-outs to them. Anyway, great title defense from Hanan. Great showing from Momo Kogo. Both star stablemates. Good match. Next up, we had a tag team match. We had Queen's Quest Lady C and Utami Hayashishita taking on Oedo Tai's Momo Watanabe and Ruoka. Shoutouts to Lady C supporting some new gear. That black and silver with, I guess, like a little trim of gold representing Queen's Quest. I really was digging Lady C's new gear. I think she probably had the best new gear to show at this pay-per-view. So kudos to Lady C. Love her new gear. I hope she keeps rocking that gear. Or, she could rock it only for, pay-per-views. That's fine as well. But I definitely love her new gear. So she gets extra bonus points for the new ring gear. But, I really like the backdrop chokeslam double team that Utami and Lady C did on Ruoka. I thought that was really cool. I thought that was a very cool double team. It's good to see these two working together, and even just Lady C working well in Queen's Quest. I know she hasn't gotten a victory since joining Queen's Quest. We all know that Lady C does have one victory, one singles victory over Waka Tsukiyama, but she hasn't gotten another singles victory since joining Queen's Quest. So hopefully that will change at some point. Unfortunately for her, she gets pinned after a freezer bomb splash from Ruoka. So Oedo Tai gets the victory in this match, which doesn't surprise me. I mean, Lady C's going to take the pin. But Oedo Tai is on top after this match. And not only that, we just see more and more of a ruthless Momo Watanabe. I'm loving it. I'm really, really loving and embracing this new Momo Watanabe with Oedo Tai. Definitely digging it. She's become the honey badger of Stardom. She just don't give a flip. Anyway, we had another tag team match afterwards as Mayu Iwatani teamed up with Tam Nakano. Very familiar tag team, even though they're on two different factions. Taking on Saki Kashima and Fukigen Death. Honestly, I really wasn't that invested in this match because, like I said, I really do not like Fukigen Death. Like, I don't like the gimmick. I really don't like the gimmick. I'm cool when she's wrestling under her real name. But just the whole Fukigen Death with the newspaper is getting old. Like, it's getting kind of old for me. So I'm just not a fan of the gimmick anymore. It's kind of run its course to me. But I mean, I do like Saki Kashima though. I do like her. But Tam Nakano, Mayu Iwatani, both on the same page, and both were able to defeat Oedo Tai. Mayu hits the moonsault on Saki Kashima, gets the victory, and yeah, Tam Nakano, Mayu Iwatani were on the same page for this match and got the victory. So kudos to them. Which, I mean, both of them hate Oedo Tai, so it makes sense. We had a Donna Del Mundo showdown. That's right. We had a trio showdown. We had Micah, Himeka, and Shuri taking on Julia, Mirai, and Thekla. 6-woman tag team match. Ended in a draw, time limit draw. Not surprised. I mean, I figured that was going to happen. And of course, you know, Julia and Shuri face to face, all up in each other's faces. Because, you know, Shuri and Julia, they have a date. They have a date in March for that World of Stardom Championship. Because remember, Julia gets the crack at Shuri first. Miyu gets the second shot. So, a lot heating up towards that showdown in March. And like I said, after having this match that ended in a time limit draw, not surprised that it ended in a time limit draw, but really got to see a lot of Donna Del Mundo showcased with all 6 ladies in this match. And like I said, I know a lot of people don't like Donna Del Mundo because of how they're used and how they're pushed. So, I mean, I get it. It doesn't bother me too much, but I do get it. I do get it. Maybe I'm a little biased because, you know, I like Shuri. I definitely like Shuri. I like Micah. I'm not too big on Julia. Himeka's alright. Mirai, I'm definitely starting to like. And Thekla, I'm definitely starting to like. My Sakurai, I mean, she's whatever. And I like Natsupoi. I definitely like Natsupoi. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm a little biased, but I can't say that I have too many issues with Donna Del Mundo. All right, next up we had 3 straight championship matches with these next 3 matches. We had the Goddess of Stardom tag titles on the line as Hazuki and Koguma defended the tag titles against Mina Shirakawa and Unagi Sayaka. I enjoyed this match. I wouldn't say it was as good as the co-main event or the main event, but it's a match I still enjoyed, for sure. Definitely enjoyed this match. All 4 ladies look great, and the Koguma hit a splash onto Mina Shirakawa to get the victory. It was kind of like a Superfly Snuka splash. You know, not quite a frog splash, but more like a Superfly splash. But was able to get the 1, 2, 3, and Koguma and Hazuki with another successful Goddess of Stardom tag title defense. These 2 look really great together. They gel really well, and I have a feeling they're going to continue to have a strong tag title reign. Now, after the match, Momo Watanabe comes out, kicked Koguma's head off, and has announced that she's challenging for the Goddess of Stardom tag titles, and she's going to be bringing a special partner to be her partner for that match. No idea who it's going to be, but makes me wonder if Natsuko Tora is cleared. Maybe it could be her. Natsuko Tora? She might be cleared by now. I don't know. But maybe she ends up being Momo's tag team partner. But we'll see. But something to keep an eye on. Something to keep an eye on. We had the High Speed Championship on the line as the champion, Oedo Tai Starlight Kid, defended against Queen's Quest Azumi. I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all right now, I am putting this match on the list for 2022 Match of the Year candidates. And I know this was the co-main event, but this match definitely looked like an instant classic 5-star main event type of match. And we have to also remember, Azumi and Starlight Kid, they go way back. Way, way, way back. Even in the early days of Stardom, when they were both really, really young. Which they're still pretty young now. But you look at a young Azumi, and then you look at her now, and same thing with Starlight Kid. These two put on a high-speed clinic. Trading pin attempts. Roll-ups here. Death cradles here. Back and forth, back and forth. Azumi Sushi's here, and Lamahi straws, and everything. These ladies were just pulling off all the stops. We saw submission attempts from Azumi. I mean, these ladies put on a high-speed clinic. And Azumi was trying her best, whether it was that armbar, that double armbar submission, or just multiple Azumi Sushis. Like, she was determined. She was going to either get that Azumi Sushi pin or some sort of double armbar submission. She was determined she was going to get it. And Starlight Kid did her thing as well. These two ladies tore the house down. And sure enough, after many attempts, I think it was at least a good 5 or 6 attempts at that double armbar submission. I don't know what the name of it was, but sure enough, more and more, Starlight Kid's arms were getting bent like crazy. And then sure enough, Azumi was able to finally submit Starlight Kid. And Azumi is now your 2-time high-speed champion. Wow. Wow. I honestly did not think they would pull that trigger, but you know what? I applaud it. What a match. Like I said, easily a 2022 Match of the Year candidate. I'm stamping it right now. Match of the Year candidate. Azumi, Starlight Kid, Cinderella Journey. High Speed Championship. What a match. These ladies put on a show. A high speed clinic. I can't say that enough. And then afterwards, when Azumi could have put that pink tiger mask on Starlight Kid, she chose not to. Fist bump each other. Because like I said, these two ladies go way back in the early days of Stardom. So, what a match. What a match. But Azumi is your new high-speed champion. So, definitely enjoyed this match. And then we had the main event. Main event. The Wonder of Stardom Championship. I'm actually very happy to see these two ladies in the main event of a pay-per-view. Kudos to both these ladies. Saya Kamitani, the Golden Phoenix, defended the Wonder of Stardom Championship against Donna Del Mundo's Natsupoi. This, too, was a great match. Saw a lot of high speed in this match as well. And both these ladies just very agile. I mean, flipping out of moves, reversing moves. Both of them high flyers. And you got to remember, Saya Kamitani is pretty tall. Like, she's actually one of the tall girls in Stardom. She might not be quite as tall as maybe Himeka. You know, maybe give or take a few inches or so. But Saya Kamitani, for her to be like, you know, for her style of wrestling, high flyer, I mean, she's also pretty tall for what she does in the ring. Compared to a lot of the other ladies in Stardom, she's pretty tall for her size. But her and Natsupoi, I mean, definitely showed why they deserve to be in the main event. And honestly, between that and the High Speed Championship, either of those two could have been the main event. But that's why I'm thankful that at least the high speed championship was at least the co-main event, or the semi-main event. But these two ladies really put on a show. I was amazed to see Saya Kamatani flip out of an avalanche German suplex. I mean, just well executed, and she flipped out of it. But then again, they traded a lot of moves where they, flipped out of the moves unharmed. I mean, these two ladies, they went at it. They went at it. Although she did finally hit that German on Saya Kamatani, and it looked like she landed on her head. So I was a little worried there, but thankfully she was okay. But it looked like a pretty sick German suplex. Shout out to Kofi Kingston. So Natsupoi did kind of a version of the SOS as well on Saya Kamatani. I thought that was really cool. But really love the action between these two ladies. But sure enough, came down to it. Saya Kamatani hit the Star Crusher, then hit a Phoenix Splash for the 1, 2, 3 to retain the Wonder of Stardom Championship. But great showing by Natsupoi as well. Like I said, I'm really, really proud of these two ladies being in the main event. And I think they did very, very well in the main event. So shout outs to both Natsupoi and Saya Kamatani. Now, after the match, Saya Kamatani made a bold statement. She wants both Utami Hayashishita and Tam Nakano at Ryogoku, March 26th and 27th. Wow. She wants not only the former Wonder of Stardom champion and Tam Nakano, who she beat for that title, but she also wants her Aphrodite tag team partner, former World of Stardom champion, Utami Hayashishita. And if I remember correctly, Utami is somebody that Saya hasn't beaten yet in a singles match, if I remember correctly. And she called her and Tam Nakano out? Woo! Okay, Saya. I see ya, Saya. I see ya, Saya. I see ya, Saya. But you also got to remember, Kairi's got her eyes on that Wonder of Stardom championship. A championship she has owned before. Championship she's won before. I don't know, y'all. Could we perhaps see a title run that leads to Saya Kamatani defending that title against Kairi? That would be one way to really put over Saya Kamatani even more. Which, I mean, I feel like she's over now, being that she won the Cinderella tournament last year and she, right before the end of the year, dethroned Tam Nakano. But could you imagine how super over Saya Kamatani would be if she beat Kairi? A successful Wonder of Stardom championship defense? I think that would be amazing. I think that would be amazing. But I do hope someday she does get her singles match with Kota Ibushi. I would still love to see that. The Golden Star versus the Golden Phoenix. Sign up for it. Book it, Rasi Ogawa. Book it, Gato. I want to see it. Golden Phoenix, Golden Star. I want to see it. Maybe they'll do it at like the next Wrestle Kingdom or something like that, but I want to see it. Oh, man. But overall, great pay-per-view. Match of the card for me was definitely the high speed championship between Azumi and Starlight Kid. That was definitely match of the card for me. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Now, before I go, I wanted to do a quick preview of the upcoming card for Terminus 2, which takes place on pay-per-view in Atlanta, Georgia, February 24th. Terminus, Modern Age Grappling, their second show, Terminus 2. So they've had to make some changes to the card, just a few changes. So unfortunately, Leo Rush and Gabriel Kidd won't be able to compete due to injury. So they were taken off of the card, unfortunately. But I think looking at this card, I think we got a really great card to look forward to. Check it out. We got ourselves a singles match, a ladies singles match. We got Queen Aminata versus Killa Kate. Now, of course, Queen Aminata has been competing on AEW Dark and Dark Elevation for quite some time now. So it'll be interesting to see if she can get one up on Killa Kate. Should be a good match. You know what? Bump it. I'm a pick Queen Aminata to win. I'm going to pick her to win. Why not? Let's go. All right, we got ourselves a tag team match. Dante Caballero and Joe Keys taking on Daniel Garcia and Kevin Blackwood. Ooh. Ooh. This is tough. This is tough. You know what? You know what? Bump it. I'm going to say Dante Caballero and Joe Keys. I'm going to say they pick up the victory. I'm going to pick them to win. All right, we got a singles match. We got Jay Lethal versus Baron Black. Jay Lethal. Definitely going to pick Jay Lethal to pick up the victory. We got a Terminal Eliminator 4-way match that involves Chris Sabin versus Trey Lamar versus Leon Ruff versus Kenny Alfonso. Ooh. I know Leon Ruff. I've seen him live. Great wrestler. Great high flyer. And of course, Chris Sabin, favorite tag team's the Motor City Machine Guns. So of course, I love me some Chris Sabin. Hail Sabin! You know what? I'm going to say either Leon Ruff or Chris Sabin picks up the win. One of those two gets the victory. That's my prediction. I'm going to go for Chris Sabin and Leon Ruff. I like them both. We got a singles match. Invictus Cash versus Adam Priest. Ooh, this is tough. I remember the first Terminus show. Invictus Cash had a good showing. He definitely had a good showing. I'm going to say Invictus Cash gets the victory in this singles match. Alrighty. We got another singles match. Ooh, we got Liza Hall taking on Serena Deeb. Ooh, the Professor. Uh-oh. But I'm definitely going to go with Deeb. Serena Deeb to get the victory. Ooh. We got a singles match. Davey Richards versus Shane Swerve Strickland. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. Which, by the way, I'll be seeing Davey Richards this Saturday at MLW as he's going to be taking on Alex Hammerstone for the MLW Championship. Oh, man. Davey Richards or Shane Strickland. Oh, that's tough. I love them both. Oh, that's tough. Ugh. That's tough. I might have to stay neutral on this one because that's too tough to pick. That's way too difficult. I'm gonna stay neutral on that one. I'm gonna stay neutral. I'm gonna stay neutral. And then the main event got the ROH World Title match. Jonathan Gresham, the Octopus, will be defending against one half of Proud and Powerful, Santana. I expect this to be a killer of a match, but I believe that Jonathan Gresham will retain the title. Because like I said, I'm looking forward to his showdown with Bandito. The winner takes all. Like, the winner is the true champ. Him versus Bandito. I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I'm picking Jonathan Gresham to retain against Santana. But even this, 8 matches, card looks good. The card looks really good. Like I said, that Davey Richards, Shane Strickland, that should be a banger. But I can't pick one over the other. I can't. It's too tough. It's too tough. But definitely looking forward to Terminus 2. We'll be checking that out. And, y'all, we got a lot to look forward to. They're continuing to build the card for AEW Revolution. I mean, got so much to look forward to. The New Japan Cup is getting ready to start. So, definitely looking forward to that. As a matter of fact, you know what? We got some time. We got some time. Let's look at the New Japan Cup. Yeah, let's look at the New Japan Cup. Why not? Let's pull this bracket up. We're gonna add some bonus time to this video. Let's look at the New Japan Cup. Okay, so it is a 48-man tournament, and the first round matches will start on March 2nd. So it's coming up actually. Starts next week. So let's see. So starts March 2nd at the Nippon Budokan. And then the finals will be on March 26th and 27th in the Osaka-jo Hall. Dang, so the finals are going to be 26th and 27th. The same 2 dates as the 2 Ryogoku Stardom shows. Wow. Oh, man. That's going to be a crazy weekend. So you got both of the Stardom Ryogoku shows and the finals of the New Japan Cup on the 26th and 27th of March? Wowzers. Japan's going to be on fire with pro wrestling that weekend. Whew, goodness gracious. Okay, so let's look at the participants for this tournament, and then I'll talk about the bracket a little bit. So we got Kazuchika Okada making his 6th entry, 4th consecutive. He won the New Japan Cup in 2013 and 2019. All right. El Desperado, of course, everybody knows Okada's the IWGP World Heavyweight Champ. El Desperado, the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champ, making his 2nd entry, the first in 2 years. Got Master Wato, his 1st entry, and also holding his first championship, IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship. Of course, he's tag champs with Ryusuke Taguchi. So he's making his first New Japan Cup appearance. Toru Yano, the KOPW 2022 trophy holder after he beat Minoru Suzuki for it, making his 17th consecutive entry. So he's been in 17 of them, 17 consecutively. Wow. So he's been in consistent New Japan Cup tournaments. Taichi is in it, making his fifth entry, his fifth consecutive tournament entry as well. We got the legend Hiroyoshi Tenzan making his 12th entry and 4th consecutive entry. Blue Justice Yuji Nagata making his 15th entry, also his 4th consecutive, and he won the New Japan Cup in 2007 and 2011. Hiroki Goto, another one of my favorites, making his 14th entry and his 4th consecutive. He has won this tournament in 2009, 2010, and 2012, and he's a current IWGP Tag Team Champion with Yoshihashi. Dang, I forgot that he won it 2 back-to-back years in a row. Dick Togo making his first appearance in the New Japan Cup. Wow. Shima. Oh, woo! I love me some Shima. Making his first entry in the New Japan Cup. I hope he wins at least one match. I hope he at least wins one match. I love Shima. I followed Shima quite a bit in Dragon Gate. I've even gotten a chance to see him wrestle live when Dragon Gate USA came to Burlington, North Carolina, and he had a great singles match going up against Johnny Gargano. Taka Michinoku making his first entry to the New Japan Cup. Yoshinobu Kanemaru is making his second entry and his first time in 2 years. Tetsuya Naito making his 10th entry, second consecutive, and he won the New Japan Cup in 2016. Never Openweight 6-man tag team champion, the Pimp, the Tokyo Pimp, Yujiro Takahashi, making his 12th entry, third consecutive. Gato will be making his second entry, first time in 2 years, so he's in there. Togi Makabe making his 14th entry, first time in 2 years. All right. Jeff Cobb. Jeff Cobb making his second entry, second consecutive New Japan Cup. All right. Mr. Cozy Lariat himself, Satoshi Kojima, making his 9th entry and his 4th consecutive entry. The man behind the Kokeshi, Tomoaki Honma, making his 10th entry and his 4th consecutive. IWGP Tag Team Champion Yoshihashi making his 9th entry and 8th consecutive. Alright, Young Lion Kosei Fujita making his first entry into this tournament. Alright. Kota Ibushi making his 5th entry, first time in 2 years. And remember, Kota Ibushi won the New Japan Cup in 2015. The Great O-Khan making his second entry, second consecutive as well. Bone Soldier, Taiji Ishimori, making his second entry and his first time in 2 years. Ryohei Oiwa, I don't even know if I said that correctly, please forgive me. Another young lion, making his first entry into the New Japan Cup. Very nice. Zack Sabre Jr., just tap out, making his 5th entry, his 5th consecutive entry. And remember, he won the New Japan Cup in 2018. Doki making his first... Wow, this is really his first entry into the New Japan Cup? Wow. I would have thought... Wow. I'm surprised this isn't his first entry. I would have thought he would have been in it in previous years. Huh. Wow. Okay. Doki making his first entry. Let's see. Yuto Nakashima making his first entry into the New Japan Cup. Let's see. Aaron Hanare making his 3rd entry, his 2nd consecutive. Okay. Sonata, the new IWGP United States Heavyweight Champion after dethroning Hiroshi Tanahashi. Making his 6th entry and his 6th consecutive. So, very, very nice. Bushi making his second entry, first time in 2 years. We got Will Ospreay making his third entry, second consecutive entry, and of course, Will Ospreay won last year's New Japan Cup in 2021. El Phantasmo making his first entry into the New Japan Cup. Remember, he was in the, if I remember correctly, he was in the New Japan Cup USA, but not in the original New Japan Cup. So, something to keep in mind. Tomohiro Ishii making his 14th entry and his 7th consecutive New Japan Cup. We got Shingo Takagi making his third consecutive entry. Tanga Loa of Guerrillas of Destiny making his second entry, first time in 5 years. Crown Jewel, Chase Owens making his third entry, second consecutive. Jado making his second entry, first time in 2 years. Tiger Mask making his first entry. Alright, Ryusuke Taguchi, the other half of the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships, making his third entry and his first one in 2 years. Evil making his sixth entry, fourth consecutive, which of course he's the current Never Openweight champion and six-man tag team champion. So he's got both the singles belt and the trios belt for Never Openweight. Tamatanga, the other Gorilla of Destiny, making his fourth entry, his first one in 5 years. Got the Time Bomb, Hiromu Takahashi, making his second entry, first time in 2 years. Sho, making his second entry, first time in 2 years, and he's one of the Never Openweight six-man tag team champions. And the King himself, Minoru Suzuki, making his 8th entry, his 4th consecutive. So those are your 48 competitors for this year's New Japan Cup. Let's take a look at the bracket. Okay. Okada versus El Desperado. Oof. Oh, so a couple of wrestlers have buys. Oh, okay, a couple of wrestlers have buys. So, Okada versus El Desperado. The winner of that match will take on Master Wato. Okay. We got Toru Yano versus Taichi. And the winner of that match will go on to face Hiroshi Tenzan. Alright, Yuji Nagata versus Hiroki Goto. And the winner will move on to face Dick Togo. Shima versus Taka Michinoku. The winner of that will go on to face Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Yo. The winner will face Bad Luck Fale. Let's see. Tetsuya Naito versus Yujiro Takahashi. The winner will face Gato. Togi Makabe versus Jeff Cobb. The winner will face Satoshi Kojima. Tomoaki Honma versus Yoshihashi. The winner will face Kosei Fujita. Oh, snap. Young Lion gets a bye. Okay. Kota Ibushi versus the Great O'Karn. Winner of that will face Bone Soldier Taiji Ishimori. Ryohei Oiwa versus Zack Sabre Jr. The winner will face Doki. Yuto Nakashima versus Aaron Hanare. The winner will face Sonata. Bushi versus Will Ospreay. The winner will face El Phantasmo. Let's see. Tomohiro Ishii versus Shingo Takagi. Ooh, I'm looking forward to that one. The winner will face Tangaloa. Chase Owens versus Jado. The winner will face Tiger Mask. Ryusuke Taguchi versus Evil. The winner will face Tamatanga. Dang, so Tangaloa and Tamatanga both get buys. And then Hiromu Takahashi versus Sho. The winner will face Minoru Suzuki. So those are your first round matchups. It's quite a lot. It's quite a lot there. Like, wowzers. Should be a really good New Japan Cup this year. Should be really good. Definitely looking forward to that. But man, the fact that they're going to have the finals and that Stardom Ryogoku shows the same day. Wow. That's a lot of wrestling to catch up on. But we can do it. We can do it. But a lot to look forward to in the month of March. New Japan Cup, the Ryogoku shows in Stardom, New Blood #1 in Stardom, AEW Revolution. It's a lot to look forward to in the month of March. But anyway, that's it for this video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And let me know what y'all's thoughts are. What did y'all think of Stardom's Cinderella Journey pay-per-view? What did you think of the matches? What do you think of the Terminus 2 card? Who are your predictions? And New Japan Cup. We got our participants. The bracket is live. Starts March 2nd. Who do y'all think is going to win the New Japan Cup this year? Who would y'all like to win? What do you think about the matchups? What do you think about the participants? Let me know what y'all's thoughts are. This is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram signing off for another Pro Wrestling Talk video here on the U to the 2, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming. Hope everybody has a blessed day tomorrow, and I will see y'all soon. Peace.